Hey team, so this is a video of a few part series that I have going for us this week because it is the beginning of May. We are in the second half of the second quarter of the year and it is May 1st. So I want to start this series of videos for the beginning of May because I want to make sure that I have not left out any part of my journey being a coach. And I really want to break things down and explain things as best as possible. Yes, we do have the trainings, but I want to go even deeper into those. Even though the trainings are pretty explanatory, I understand that sometimes you just might need a few new trigger words for things to trigger in your mind and be like, oh, light bulb, I get it. So I wanted to start this series with you, and today I'm going to talk about challenge groups, and it's perfect because that's exactly what Lindsay Matway started talking with today, and the whole basis of your Beachbody business is based around good challenge groups and results from your people. And a way to do that is in the very beginning, when you begin to run your challenge groups, is to lay down how you want your challenge groups to go, how you expect them to be adhered to when you have clients coming into your groups. If you don't lay down that law of what you need from these people, they will step on you and they will walk all over you and they will continue to think that they can use you and get in these things for free, and they won't stop, and they're the ones that will complain about not getting the best results ever and will complain about not wanting to buy anything, but yet they want to be in your groups, and at the end of the day you feel like you've been sucked dry from these same people. And I mean, can I get an amen? This happens in life all the time. If you don't put down your rules and your guidelines for yourself and how you like to operate as a human being, people will take from you and take and take and take, and you will feel disrespected and not loved or cherished, and you will feel like the effort that you've been giving to the world isn't being returned back. And at the end of the day, you need to be able to put those guidelines down for yourself so other people can understand that and respect it. I know that you all probably know this from just experience, not just in challenge groups. So what I first want to start talking about is running a challenge group every single month. If you have a challenge group that has remained open continuously month after month after month, and it's the same people, and you don't open a new group, and you don't start and stop a new group, and you don't start a new goal to the next goal, your group is going to get bored. You're going to have not as much activity. You're not going to see your business grow, because us as humans need goals. We need steps to move forward. I understand that none of us really want to leave anyone hanging because we are in this industry to help people get better and get healthy. But at the end of the day, if those people are unwilling to move forward into the next group because they're unwilling to invest in themselves, that is not your problem. Don't take that on. So another good reason why to start and stop a new group is because humans need focus, and we lose our focus in seconds. So to start a group where the focus is whatever you want it to be, and then you're going to end it, and then to start a new focus and end it, that's what your challengers know that you're going to be focused on. There's a few other reasons, and I will get to those, but what you need to do also is these challenge groups aren't just for your clients. These groups are for you. Whatever you feel like you want to get better at, let's say you want to learn more about exercise, you got to throw yourself into the lion's den and focus on exercise for one group. Let's say you want to work on delts, and the whole group is about delts, and obviously you have a nutrition guide in there, but the focus is mostly on delts and how everyone's feeling about that, and you're interacting with that and you're focusing on that. Let's say you want to talk about no grain in the next group, and it is your duty as a coach to give information on why grain isn't good for you and why you should be eating more like quinoa and other types of carbs versus eating bread carbs. Having those different focuses in the groups keeps your client's attention, it keeps your attention, you're becoming more knowledgeable, you are becoming a better coach, and you'll see a positive and a better interaction in your group because they see you stepping up your game and they see that you are serious about this business because they know that you will be more than happy to move on without them. And people hate being left behind. People have FOMO. So you need to be that leader that's like, we're moving on. If you don't want to move on with us, that is your problem, but I'm going, and so is the rest of this crew. So you need to have that in mind, that it's good to run a new challenge group every single month with a different focus, and you might not know the focus every single month. That is why personal development is such a good thing, because you can read your personal development book every single day and have something to talk about and something to give as a guideline for your challengers the next day. It's good if you want to, research and study more nutrition. This is a good way for you to do it. Yes, it might take up more time, but at the end of the day, it's going to make you a better person and a better coach, and you're going to see your business grow. And I just get so excited about this because I've seen it and I've felt it and I've done all of this before, and I see immediate and direct results from taking the time to make you a better person by doing the research, reading your personal development and applying it and giving it to your groups, starting and stopping a group, showing your group exactly what you want by setting the guidelines in the beginning, saying you get 5 points every day for posting a sweaty selfie, you get 5 points every day for talking about your food, you get 10 points if you post a workout or something like that. You need to have those clear set guidelines and a new group every single month so your client's focus is going to stick and you're going to stay, and you're not going to just get crickets in your group, because people like goals, people like moving up the ladder, people like being able to compartmentalize what is what. If, let's say, you started a group and it started 6 months ago and there's still people in it and it's the same group, do you remember what's happened in the last 6 months? No, but if you start a new group every single month, you're going to remember what significant things happened in each month, and you're going to be able to take those things, the greater things from those group, and you're going to be able to take them and apply them to your future groups. And then you're also going to be able to take the negative things that happen. Let's say maybe you got crickets and that group and be like, okay, I'm not going to do that for my next group. So you're continually getting better. These are setting goals by running new challenge groups every single month. Yes, there was 1 or 2 people that have talked on the morning wake-up calls about how they do have a public group where everyone can just be added to it, and that is great, but they also are running their own individual groups in addition to having a public group. Now here's the other thing with this. Being a new coach, being in your first year, I don't recommend doing this, because starting your own challenge groups in the very beginning is already a little overwhelming, and just takes a lot of time and energy because it's not something you're accustomed to, and you want to make sure that your clients get great results. So I don't recommend leaving a public page, not public, but a page open where any of your clients who aren't in your current group, but it's basically just a support group. I don't recommend doing this, because then you're going to feel compelled to post in this every single day and to get in there and comment and talk to those people every single day. And that's great and that's cool, but what you got to focus on is you and your own business and getting your clients the results they want with the clients that want to be in your challenge group that current month. So, and having those 2 things, it's going to get overwhelming, it's going to get exhausting. You need to compartmentalize and focus on those weeks. Another thing about challenge groups is your clients need, additionally, your clients need a focus. And I know I've mentioned this already, but if you have a goal set for each of your clients, it's attainable. And when you're working with every single client and it's just continual, you're not going to be able to really keep track of their goals. You need to be able to take the goal from that one client, know what they did and know what they accomplished, and be like, okay, this is what I need you to do this next month. And know what they're doing every single month. This helps you just track them. It helps you become a better coach. It helps you know where your clients are at, so you're able to check in with them versus being like, here's my wellness group, I'm just going to check in every single day, here's a nutrition guide, I'm going to give you some motivation, I'm going to be your cheerleader. You need to be a coach, not a cheerleader. It's good to bring people together and have a support group and say like, yes, victory, good job, you lost a few pounds. But what a coach does is And what you promise your clients is you tell them that you're going to hold them accountable to their goals. And by keeping a whole group open for so long, you're not going to be able to hold them to their goals because their focus, it's so far out there, it's such a long distance away, and they never know when this group is ever going to end. And next thing you know, there's more crickets in your group, and you just gotta give yourself and your clients clear-cut deadlines and goals, because if there's no end in sight to your challenge group, your people aren't going to be excited as much about it as you want. And you're not going to be excited about it as much as you want. You're not going to know what to talk about each and every single month. So in addition to that, when you do have new people come into your challenge groups with the veterans who have been in, let's say, a group that's been open for 6 months, it's going to be overwhelming because you're going to have the veterans talking and moving and communicating, and it's all new, it's all new, it's all new to these new people, and they're going to get scared. They're not going to want to participate because here are all these veterans just doing it and doing their thing, and here you are throwing them into the group. That's not fair to new people. It's just not fair. You have to have a day one where everyone can reintroduce themselves, because are you the same person as you were a month ago? You've learned something, you've done something, you've changed something. Something has happened between now and last month. So that's why we need a new group, so everyone can reintroduce themselves, so the new people don't feel overwhelmed, they're not scared, they know that this is what this group is more about, and then the veterans can welcome the new people, they can reintroduce themselves, talk to them about what their goals are, what they filled out in the last group, and what they're looking forward to in this new group, and everyone's on the same page. So what I highly recommend is running a challenge group every single month. And what I did in the very beginning was I ran my first 3 challenge groups for free. I know y'all probably saw these in the trainings, but I ran my first 3 challenge groups for free to get it under my belt. I literally copied and pasted the groups, the 30-day challenge group that was it's in the file section of Beatnik. I literally copied and pasted, and I did that 3 months in a row. Probably had a few people call me. I don't remember. I don't think anyone ever called me out, but I still use some of those posts in that group today. I still use some of those posts. There's a 30-day challenge group. I still use a solid 5 posts out of those 30 days every single group, because that's what works. Nikki's used it. She's number 13 in the entire company. Her coaches use it. She's in the top 10. Like, something about these work. But what I would do is I would take, my favorite ones from the 30, and I would supplement a few of those posts for whatever I wanted to focus on this month. Like last month we talked about find your grind. What do top CEOs in the country and in the world do? They wake up earlier than everybody else, they don't hit the snooze button, and they get their life going in the very beginning of the day. So finding your grind and applying it and doing that was our focus of last challenge group. It wasn't nutrition, it wasn't exercise, it was being a boss in your own life, and that was our focus. And everyone feels so much more, they got so much more done in their day, they feel so much more accomplished, and everyone wants to know we're moving on. Now that they know how to do this, what else can we apply to our lives to make ourselves feel better? So knowing this, and you got to move on. So you got to move with them. You got to make these steps. You got to make a pyramid. We're going up. And you got to be there with them. And as a coach, the one thing that I really respected and really thought held true and dear to our company, when Lindsay Matway earlier said, as a coach, if you have someone that, let's say, is slacking off in your group a little bit, and you got to reach out to them and say, like, hey, I need you to get back into this group, because you and your energy is what defines our group and why our group is better. I need you to get back in here, and I need you to give this your all. You need to be able to not just be a cheerleader. You need to be someone who holds these people accountable to their goals. That's what they came into here for. You are allowed to call people out in a very positive way. You know how to do it, and you know that they wanted you to do it, and at the end of the day, you got to be a coach, and you got to bring it to the table. So that is all my information I have on challenge groups. Please comment below if you'll have any other questions. Please, 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 I want you all to run the best challenge groups ever. That is where we find our top coaches. That is where we get our clients the best results. That is how we make a difference in getting rid of diabetes and obesity and doing it, but it starts with us. It starts with making ourselves better first, and understanding that we have to set clear and precise goals and rules and regulations on how we want people to treat us and what we expect in our challenge groups. And at the end of the day, you just got to tell yourself, I can do this. So please comment below this video if you guys have any questions. I hope this helps some of y'all who are just getting started in these challenge groups. And again, I have to say, like, I've run a few challenge groups where they go silent sometimes. So learn from them and move on. And it's okay if it's just okay. Just learn from it. I hope that none of y'all get down about that. Like, life isn't always going to be cookies and butterflies and unicorns. Like, learn from what might not work and make sure you just keep getting new people. You're inviting 5 new people to your next challenge group every single day, a whole month. So, all right, y'all, comment below if you have any questions. I hope this helps. Part 1 of the series this week. Happy May 1st, and I will talk to y'all soon.